Hey musical explorers, welcome to another lesson. Today we will be doing the level 2 theory book. And also I just want to say I'm extremely sorry for not posting in such a long time, but I have received all of your comments and emails. So I will keep posting. It's just I've been extremely busy, but my goal is to actually post at least once each week from now on. So yeah, let's hop straight into the lesson now. All right, now we're going to be doing lesson 2 on scales. So a scale is an organized sequence of notes upon which the music is based. So we have major scales. Major scales have 8 notes that are each a step apart. They begin and end with the notes of the same letter name and have all the sharps or flats from the key signature with the same name. So for example, here we have our D major scale. So as we can see, the scale begins and ends on a D. So we can see D and D. So I guess I could write that out. So D here and D here, right? So that is an octave, right? Okay. And it has a F sharp and C sharp. Well, where did we get these sharps from? Well, we got them from the key signature with the same name. So in D major, we have the two sharps, F sharp and C sharp, right? So that's going to be our key signature. And in the scale, wherever we see an F sharp or wherever we see an F and a C, we will sharp them, okay? Great. Now let's move on to our exercise below. Draw sharps or flats before the notes to complete these scales. The first one is given. Okay, so this is an example, right? So we can make sure that in F major we have a B flat, right? And to help us with this exercise, I printed out this piano key chart that I found just randomly off of Google. You guys can find these like basically anywhere online to help you when you're doing music theory. So we're gonna be using that. Okay, so all right. So we know there is a B flat in F major. How do we know that? Well, this is actually one that you have to memorize. So there's no like trick into like knowing which key signature are in F major. It's just like you have to memorize that B flat is gonna be the only key signature in F major. Okay? All right, so that is an example, and now we're gonna be doing the G major scale. So they already put out the notes for us from G to G. Now we have to do the key signature, right? So in G major, in order to find the key signature of a key, in this case, it's going to be sharps, right? So for sharps, we will go a half step below our key, which is G. So if we go a half step below G, that's F sharp, right? And then we go up our order of sharps, to see which keys are in the key of G major. So G, lower half step, is F sharp, and the order of sharps is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, right? So in this case, we only have F sharp. So it's gonna be over here, right? Because we know there's let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna write this out. So the order of sharps is F, C, G, D, A, E, and B. Okay? So now we go from G, lower a half step, we see that it's an F sharp. So we only have to go up to an F at this like order, right? So we see, oh, there's only one because there's only F, right? Awesome. Okay, let's move on to the A major scale. I'm kind of explaining really in depth here because I want you guys to understand really fast. Okay, so in A major, we are still going to use this. Here's our order of sharps, very important. Okay, so right here, we see, A major. So we start from the A, from the key is A, right? So we start from A, we lower a half step, and that is G sharp, right? So now we find G sharp over here, exactly. That's G sharp, and we also have to include all of the sharps before that G sharp. So there's also C sharp and F sharp. So in the scale, we sharp all F, C, and G's. So let's see, where's F? F is here. Where is C? C is here. And lastly, G. So G is here. And that's basically it for A major scale. And now let's move on to our next page. We have D major scale. So I think I'll just write the order of sharps and flats. Yes, sharps and flats. So order of sharp, you can say it with me if you want to, is going to be F, C, G, D, A, E, B. This is our order of sharps, and now for order of flats, this is a little bit different, right? It's basically this, like if you really observe, you'll find it's basically the order of sharps, but the other way around. So we, instead of starting on the F, we'll start on the B. So it's B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to use that to help us here. Okay, so starting here, we have D major scale. So starting on the key of D, we go half a step below, we have C sharp. Now, looking at the order of sharps, we see we go up to C, and we see that there's going to be a C sharp and the ones before it, which is an F sharp. So there's going to be F sharp and C sharp in the key of D major. So F sharp right here, right? And C sharp over here, like that. Awesome. Now let's do B flat major scale. Now we have B flat major scale. That means the key signature is going to be flat as well. So we won't be using the order of sharps. We're going to be using the order of flats. So this one's a bit different because remember, the way we find sharps and flats are different. So from this one, we basically, we see B, right? So from the order of sharps here, we see, it's B flat major scale. From there, we add another flat from the order of flats, which is B and E flat. B flat and E flat. So that is going to be our key signature in B flat major scale. So there's B flat and E flat. So there's actually two B flats. It's the one in the front and the one in the back. So there's that. And we also have E flat, remember? So E flat is going to be here. Also notice how it's in bass clef. So we always want to remember what the clef is. Awesome. Let's do E major scale now. So again, half step below the key, which is E. So E, we go a half step below, it's D sharp. So we go all the way up to D sharp, which is here, right? So that means we have D sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and F sharp, right? We have to include all the sharps before it as well. So F, C, G, D sharp. So let's do F first. So F, and then C, G. Oh, okay, that's not good. Sorry about that. Let me just clean it up. F, C, G. And lastly, D sharp. Right? Yeah, that's going to be our E major scale. Okay, let's take a look at over here now. Okay, so now we're going to learn minor scales. So there's two types of minor scales. We have, for now we will have two types of minor scales because this is more of a beginning book. So later on, you guys will learn about another minor scale. But for now, there's two. So we have natural minor and harmonic minor. Natural minor only includes the sharps or flats that are in the key signature. The scale of A natural minor has no sharps or flats, right? And now we also have harmonic minor scales. So this means that the harmonic minor scales include sharps or flats that are in the key signature, and the seventh note of the scale is raised a half step without changing the letter name of the note. So, let's see. Only includes, let me highlight the important part. Like this. And then for harmonic scale, this is important, includes the sharps or flats in the key signature, and the seventh note of the scale is raised half step. Like that. Get it? So, basically, we draw out the harmonic minor scale first, and then we count to the seventh note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And we just raise it a half step. But remember, don't change the letter name, just raise it by a half step. So in this case, instead of a G, we raise it a half step into a G sharp. Awesome. Let's do some exercises now. So this time, they didn't give us the notes. We are going to have to draw the notes ourselves. So C major scale. So let's start from drawing from the middle C to the high C. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Just like that. Okay, now, this is also one we have to remember. So, what is in the key signature of C major? Yeah, so in C major, we don't have any sharps or any flats. So, that's already done. So, good job. Okay, let's do B flat major scale. Again, bass clef, draw from B to B. So we have B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Now, I know we already did one over here, but it's okay. We can just do it again. So remember, flats, we start. So we see B flat, and then we add another flat after it. So it's B flat and E flat. So we draw B flat, just add flat on the B's, and a flat on the E over here. So that is going to be our B flat major scale. It's pretty easy, isn't it? Okay, now let's do the A natural minor scale. So A natural minor scale, we just, again, start on the key. So we start on A, all the way to the upper A. So it's basically an octave, right? So, okay, F, G, and then A again. So, you realize when to stop because there's 8 notes and that it stops on the same notes, right? Okay, so in A natural minor scale, we know, okay, so we have to find the relative major of A minor first, right? So in order to do that, we go 3 half steps above to find the major key. So from A, we go 1, 2, 3. So there's C, right? And like we said, in C major, there's no sharps or flats. So that is our A minor, or a natural minor scale right here. Awesome. Okay, now we have a major scale. So again, let's start drawing from A to A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Just like that. And now let's go a half step below the key. It's G sharp. So we see all the way up to G, right? G sharp. Now we also include the ones before it, so it's F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So we see F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp right there. Awesome. Let's do F major. We're getting the hang of it. It's actually pretty easy, right? Okay, let's do F major scale and in bass clef. So again, draw from F to F, 1, so F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So again, what is in the key signature of F major? Well, this is the one we have to memorize, remember? So in F major, we have just B flat, because we memorized it, right? So we just put a flat on the B right there. Just like that. Really easy. Okay, let's do G major scale now. So let's actually draw out the notes first. So we start on G. Right here. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And now from there, we find the key signature. So half step below G is F sharp. And we go up to F sharp. We see there's only F sharp, right? So here we just put a sharp on the F that we see right here. Awesome. Let's move to the next page. Okay, there's 3 more exercises. Let's do it. Let's finish it. Okay. So now we have E major scale. So let's first draw the notes from E to E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like that. So E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Okay. So in the key signature of E major, we go half a step down E. There's D sharp, right? Go all the way up to D. We see that there's F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. So that's the notes that we're going to be sharping. So we have F, and then we have C, right? And then we have G, and then we have D, right over there. Awesome. Now, this one is a little bit different. We haven't done one of these yet, but this is the A harmonic minor scale. Harmonic, right? It's not natural, it's harmonic. So there's something you have to do to the 7th note, right? Okay, so let's begin. So again, draw out notes from A to A. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. Okay, that note looks a little bit wonky, and I don't want to confuse you guys, so that's a G, okay? So I'm just going to fix it. Okay, so again, let's see what is in the... Okay, so ignore the harmonic. Yeah, like don't look at the harmonic word. Just look at A minor scale, right? So what is in the key signature of A minor scale? So if we go up 3 half steps to find the major, it's 1, 2, 3. It's just C, right? And in the key of C major, we have no sharp, no flats. So there is our A minor scale. But we can see that there is harmonic, right? So harmonic just means that we have to raise the 7th note of the scale by half a step. So we count to the 7th note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that note we have to raise by a half step. So that is a G natural right now, right? So that's a G. We raise it by a half step. Boom. So you can't write like a A flat there, right? Because we can't change the note itself. So instead of changing the note itself, we just add a sharp to make it a half step above. So that's gonna be just a G sharp. And that is our A harmonic minor scale. Okay, last but not least, let's do D major scale. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Just like that. Now, what is in the key signature of D major? So, again, D, half step below, C sharp. We see F sharp and C sharp. So, whoa, okay. Yes. F sharp right there and C sharp right here. Just like that. And that is how we find or how we write out our major and minor scales. And you guys can go over the definitions again to help you guys remember. And I hope this helped you guys learn more about scales. All right, musical explorers, that's gonna be it for today's lesson. We learned a lot about scales. We learned about major and minor scales, as well as two forms of minor scales, natural minor and harmonic minor. So yeah, that's it for today's lesson, and I hope to see you guys in the next lesson. Bye!